Hello there. Thank you for joining us for yet another exciting episode of Making Money, the podcast. My name is Priva. Make sure you're liking, you're sharing, and subscribing so that you don't miss out on any conversations as it regards to finance. So today we're talking about Christmas. Christmas is a holiday that most of us look forward to, but do we plan better for it? Are our finances in line with how we want to celebrate the big day? Joining us to unpack this conversation is Eddie Gold-Monday. She's the country director at DSIK, a non-government organization. Thank you for making time today.
Thank you for having me here.
You look so wonderful. How do you manage to stay young?
Oh, so many things.
Yeah.
Exercise. I keep around young people.
Yeah.
And I'm intentional about it.
You look very amazing.
Thank you so
I'll
much.
give that to you, yeah? All right, we're talking about Christmas. Was Christmas a holiday that you always looked forward to, or was it something that just happened?
Oh, when we were younger, it is something that we looked up to. We knew that around Christmas, we'd have to get new clothes.
Yeah.
So we would be warming up. It wasn't our concern whether there was money or not. Our expectations were very clear. And I'm happy to note that at the time, our parents could manage to give us those clothes.
Yeah.
So we knew the clothes, the Christmas carols in the village, people come singing on the door.
Yeah.
At night, you have to open for them. We had no fear that this could be even bandits. So we're always looking forward to receiving them. And of course, the celebrations of the day, cooking, meat, different meals. It was such a big celebration and we used to look forward to it.
Celebrating Christmas as a child versus celebrating it as an adult. Has there been any difference? Does the excitement die down or does it even increase?
Okay, the excitement doesn't die out, but the roles have changed.
Yeah.
Before, as I told you, we used to wait on our parents to give us all that. And now as an adult, I have also people who are waiting on me
On you to plan.
provide. So I have to look quite deeply and think deeply about finances, which was not my problem then.
Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. Mine was to enjoy. But right now I enjoy, but I have to cater for the expenses. So
Yes.
there's quite a lot of this. The roles have changed, as I've said.
Yes.
Yes.
Walk me through how Christmas looks like in the Mandy household.
Oh, the Mandy household, we always have the vibe. I have quite a vibrant family. I have one of us who plans for Christmas right starting in January of that year.
Wow.
Yes. So there are some who are like us, who are like me. I want to get to December and then start thinking about Christmas. But I haven't actually. My daughter has been joined by my daughter-in-law. They're the ones who plan for our Christmas gifting.
Oh, nice. You even have bonus daughters.
Yes, I have a bonus daughter with
nice.
their bonus children. So they plan for a Christmas gifting. So it's around June when they start actually sending us the names of who you are to gift at Christmas.
Oh, is that the Secret Santa?
Yes, Secret Santa.
Wow.
Secret Santa. And I don't know how they do it. They use the certain app. And they are able to send us, you just open and you're able to see your Secret Santa. So you're able to plan enough, long enough to know what you want to buy and plan for it. So that is about the gifting.
Yes.
We used to do lots of decorations, but we no longer do a lot. It's just simple Christmas tree and a few lightings. Then we used also to go to the village for Christmas.
Yes.
And, we would all be happy going. But this Christmas, we won't be able to go because one of us is not feeling well and we can't subject her to a long journey. But there is always that hype around Christmas. And sometimes we get together as a bigger family. So you find that my brothers and sisters, we come together and we have one Christmas. But now that most of us are not going to be like in the village, we would be in one place. Then I have another group of family in Rwanda. They joined us the other year. We were supposed to go, but we didn't. So there is always really good planning and vibe and hype around Christmas.
Something happening, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's bring the conversation back to the ordinary Ugandan.
Yes.
When it gets to Christmas, there's a lot of pressure, especially for the small earners. Maybe a man has a family he's planning for. The woman is waiting for a dress, is waiting for money for meat, but it's nowhere to be seen. So you find like these men go ahead to get loans. Is that a smart move or it is not?
Getting loans for consumption is not a good idea. But if you are getting like in terms of salary advance and you know you're going to pay it, you see, for every loan,
yes,
one has to know the source of income to clear the loan. So you have to plan earlier on to know what you want to spend.
Yes.
And then plan for that expense. So getting a loan to buy clothes, getting a loan to gift the loved ones is not a good idea. But if it is in the plan that these loved ones have to be gifted, then the planning should come right from the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And you start saving little by little to ensure that you are able to get that money. And I want to advise our listeners, whoever would be listening to us, that we should stop like putting gifts, expensive gifts, over our presence.
Yes.
Presence is very important. You can give the gift that you can manage within your finances, but make sure you are available. And that will give the Christmas more meaning than giving an expensive gift and you're not present, both physically, mentally, and socially. Yes.
All right. Now Christmas is done. It's out of the way. People have celebrated, they've enjoyed. Then January comes along. Normally has so many days. People always joke around. It has about like 72 days. How then do you budget for January to make sure you go through that month without struggling?
Yeah, it's all about planning, by the way, and budgeting.
Yes.
You see, before you get to Christmas, it's a known that Christmas is going to come. So it's not something that we should take as an emergency. So that's why I've said preparation should start early enough.
Yeah.
And now we know that Christmas is for spending. So we need to know the exact amount of money that we have and earmark it and know that this is what we are going to spend and we should leave something for the new year. But if you just spend without attaching money to activities, without having a budget, you end up overspending and you end up getting into problems of Christmas being more than 2 months.
Yeah.
But I mean, January being more than 2 months. But if you put your budget together, you know you earn so much, and around Christmas, you know you spend so much, then you stick to the plan. You have to set those financial boundaries and make sure and say this is money I have to spend unless there is an emergency. But if it's not an emergency, everyone should have known how much they want to spend. If I'm going to the village, how much is my fuel? You put it down. If I want to buy clothes for my family, if you are a family person, how much do I want to spend on each? Because you can get money for each one. I mean, you can get items that fit in the money. We have quite the pricing in Uganda is so, the price range is so huge that everyone gets where they fit. So you plan for that. What do you want to do around Christmas? You want to buy so much? What kind of food do you want to eat out? You plan for it so that after putting the budget together, then you look at the money that you actually have and match the two. If not, then you start cutting your coat according to the cloth. You are not going to say, I'm going to put on a long dress when the cloth you have is only for a short dress.
Yeah.
So you have to have that matching and stick to it.
And understand where you fall and lie. Okay, minus planning the expenditure, knowing I'm supposed to spend this, I'm supposed to do this and that.
Yes.
The saving culture in Uganda is not really good. Maybe there's some daily practices that you could share with us on how we can better manage our finances, even after the celebrations are done. How do we save?
No, saving, actually, we need to grow the saving culture in Uganda in all ways.
Yes.
When we talk about saving, people say that I don't have money to save, which I don't believe. It's a matter of planning again. Look at the money you are earning. Even if it is 30,000, even if it is 10,000, even if it is 5,000, it is saving.
Yeah.
We only need to have a certain rule. Others use the rule of 20-80 or 70-30-10. But you need to say, if I'm earning so much, assuming I'm earning 100,000,
yes,
out of 100,000, what do I do? What do I have to spend here? You get at least 5,000. There will always be something small to save. But the problem is that we think, when we talk of saving, we think of huge amount of money. And we think we have to save so much. But if you save 5,000 per month, what will it be in December? That's the money you will not have. And I'm glad that even NSSF opened up doors. You can open an account and save even when you are not an employee of some place. You can save it there. We have other places like the unit trusts, which insurances run. You can also open and put your money there. If you don't want to go, you see people fear saving in the banks, that when you save in the bank, they will be cutting off charges and whatnot. But we have other, different ways of saving. Yes. So it has to be a culture that we need to grow. And at DSIK, we've been really running that program, but starting with the circles that we are working with and the schools that are banking with the circles. So we established saving clubs in schools.
Nice.
And we are, if you want to build a strong house, you have to start with a strong foundation.
Yes.
So we are starting with the children as the foundation. And now we've seen an improvement, right? With the children, it has spilled over to the parents, and it has also spilled over to the teachers. So we see that, but this is just a drop in the ocean. But at least we've taken steps to educate people.
Address it.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you think Ugandans are better off saving as groups rather than individuals if we are to build the saving culture?
Either way can work. There are people who don't have the discipline. So if you think the group is going to help you, then you save with the group. And that's why we have seen the mushrooming of investment clubs. There are investment clubs. There are these groups, they call, is it Nigina? I have forgotten the way the word, but I mean, it's the people come together, they bring a pool of money, and they give it to you, and then you keep on, gifting a person per month until the entire team is gifted. Then there is another group that I've had, for them they come together, they give you the money. But this money, you have to show what you have done. So there are different ways of saving. You can save as an individual with these other media that I've talked about, but you can also save in groups like those investment clubs, or just even friends if you can't do it alone. Just
by yourself.
Yes.
All right. As we wrap up our conversation, we'd like to pick your financial advice to everybody that is watching Making Money, the podcast.
The financial advice I can give, first and foremost, is that we need to budget. We need to know what we earn, first and foremost. We need to know what we earn. And after knowing what we earn, we have to look at our priorities and then portion out the money accordingly. Then we also need to know that saving, we don't have to have so much money, but even the little we do, we can be able to save. And I know the other thing that normally affects our savings is sickness. And those who can please find out from the insurance companies near you and find a way you can also try to manage that risk with insurance companies that offer medical or health insurance. But otherwise, I want to advise that everyone can save. It's a matter of putting your heart to it, planning, and being intentional.
All right, so you've heard it from Eddie Gold Mandi. She's the country director of DSIK, a non-government organization focusing on financial literacy. Just like you've heard from her, Christmas is not a do or die. If you don't have the funds, it's all right. Live within your means. If you don't have the money to gift your loved ones, it's all right. Maybe they'll get the next year. Just make sure you're managing and saving your finances for a rainy day. My name is Priva. Thank you for watching Making Money, the podcast. We'll be returning with another episode. Goodbye.